Hello everybody and welcome to Barn Finder's first impressions video. They didn't give me the full game access. The game is set to release on Steam, seems to have been delayed because it was supposed to be Q1 2020, but they did give me demo access to it, and other people can also get the demo, but only the ones that backed $10 on Kickstarter, so the demo is kinda pay to play, which is a bit weird, but I mean, okay. So I wanted to do more first impressions videos, and I'm gonna be doing that with games that have already been released and been hanging about for quite a while, and it's the new kind of type of content that I'm gonna be doing more often essentially, but it's more gonna be like, hey, is X game worth playing in 2020? Watch my 6-hour gaming session condensed into 16 minutes with my opinion on top of it. That sort of thing. So this is more of a rather unusual way for me to approach this kind of game. But at the same time, because it's just a demo, I didn't really want to do a review. And I also didn't want to post the whole demo up, like gameplay. So I just filmed while playing through it and then decided I'm gonna do post commentary, and this kind of video just came out naturally. So then, to begin with, I did like the start of the whole game, because you wake up, you're introduced to how things work, you're told that a lot of stuff around you is trash that you can immediately mold for money. So you go around, you find all of the stuff that you can turn into money right there and then, because you need to afford yourself a gas tank in order to go to your first scavenging location. That bit was perfectly fine, honestly. It was interesting. I got to run around, I got to, well, click through things, look inside drawers, look at everything around me, and so on and so forth. The game has very charming dialogue, it's very, hillbilly America type, which was quite fun. And then you go off to your first location through your computer to do scavenging. There is a big bar across your screen telling you essentially how many objects out of how many you have collected. It doesn't give you a number, but it like fills up as you go along, so you eventually know when you hit 0 objects left. And there's always like a main object that you gotta find in the environment, because that is like what was ordered and that is where you're going. Apparently in the full game's release there's gonna be 12 areas. I got to experience one, and then like I got to experience the kind of marketplace deal where you go and like bet on a garage and then you scavenge said garage. So scavenging bit was also quite fun. Except that I don't actually know how to, like, get to one of the items, so I dragged barrels to climb, like, on top. I'm not too sure if you were meant to do that, because it was, like, high up, and I just, like, stockpiled barrels and boxes and everything that I could find, and just, like, forced my guy to jump up there and, like, grab said item that I needed while hopping. I'm pretty sure that's not how you were supposed to play it, but that's how I got to it, and it worked, so, you know, fair enough, I get to move on. There were a few nice little Easter eggs, such as, like, if you drink a bottle, you get this weird hallucination with an alien, and I was like, whoa, that's kinda cool. And you also have collectibles such as golden toilet paper. I haven't found all of it, but I did find some of it. That was also quite a nice little inclusion into the game. Then you come back and you sell the items that you have gathered. Some items you need to find multiple bits in order to assemble it. Some items you need to wash or repair before you can sell them, but first you need to repair the equipment for washing, and then repair the equipment for repairing. And then, like, there's, like, a special place to assemble things as well. And I found that part of the game to be rather redundant, because it doesn't do much. It just makes you drag an item out of your storage and, like, wash it down with a hose. if you own the proper equipment for it. Some things are also hidden until after you own a specific type of equipment to access it, such as some areas you will need an axe to access, and you will need to purchase said axe in order to access said areas. I didn't find the mechanic of buying your tools to be that important, and I feel like the game might be a lot better off if you immediately started with all the tools and you just had to use an appropriate one at appropriate times. I feel like that might have been a better system, but the whole selling of the items, which is what you do when you repair them and you set them up, that was the most lackluster bit of the game for me, because you get your items, you go and you put it on like specific platforms. So big items go on a big platform, medium items go on a medium platform, small items go on a small platform. And you put them up, and customers just walk in until you're out of items, pretty much. And they don't actually walk to your building, they just kind of appear in front of the item. You can just not even be in that room, you can be running around your farm, but you do have to wait for them. You can't just like F off and be somewhere else. No, you have to wait for them. And they will be like, I can pay you this much. And then you have a little mini game if you wanna haggle with them, where if you click at the right time, they will give you like plus $2, and if you click at the wrong time, they might not buy the item at all. Oftentimes, they will offer you less than what you ask them for, but because the haggling is for a very small amount, and it's just like a mini game, and you just want to get some money to continue the bloody game, you essentially end up selling those items at whatever price. It's not something where you're inclined to even be like searching for the best for the best price. You're not really motivated to search for the best price. If anything, you're bored because there's like 30 seconds in between each customer, so you're just like, whatever you're offering me, bro, just please take it. Just please take it. And then sometimes a thief will spawn in, and the idea is that you have to kick them in the backside to get them to leave. So essentially, get to them and click a button, which is also annoying because they're taking up a customer slot now. So you wait 30 seconds, a thief appears, and you're like, okay, let me just actually get into the building and click on them to get them to F the right off, and then wait again for a customer to come in. It doesn't seem like there's a time limit, so you literally just have to continue going until you have the amount of money that you're satisfied with or sold all of your items. You can obviously close it prematurely if you have enough money to just like get to the next area, because you do need to buy gas tanks to get to the next area, and sometimes you need like money to bet on stuff and stuff like that. So that was very unsatisfactory because I didn't really get the incentive to try and get the best customers. That's the right word, I think. Because I just wanted that part to progress. It would be a lot better if there were multiple customers at your shop at once, and maybe you had like a limit on for how long your shop can remain open that night, or how many customers are gonna go in total and stuff like that. In that case, if you have like 30 customers and 10 items, you can afford to deny a few because there's gonna be like a lot of people around. So you're like, okay, maybe I can like deny 10, 15, whatever, and get the better price. But if you're cursed to stand there waiting like 30 seconds in between like every single customer, you're just gonna sell it for whatever, man. Like, who cares if they undercut you by $20? Like, that matters. Like, I don't have bills to pay or anything like that. I just need some gas to get to the next area, so why would I give a shit? There is a nice customization part of your store that I explored quite a bit before the game like kicked me out and was like, that's it for the demo. Can you like send in our feedback? And you can buy a lot of wallpapers, and you can buy a lot of different floors, and you can like buy a lot of different showcase items so that you're showcasing your items on better, like, platforms. Essentially, it's shelves, okay? So you can, like, go from scruffy looking shelves to less scruffy looking shelves. A lot of choice there. And I did like it, like, really a lot of choice, so you can customize it. I don't think that customers care whether you did that or not, so that's more for yourself. But I found, in general, the whole shopping aspect to be the not so fleshed out bit, and the whole finding the item part to be the very fleshed out bit. And then there was another part where they send you to an auction house with like 1,000 money, and they're telling you, okay, you go and you buy access to this garage because we need an item from this garage, so you go bet on this garage until they sell it to you. Once again, that betting aspect, absolutely pointless, because you know that the game told you you have to get that garage. It doesn't matter what it contains, it doesn't matter how much it costs, you just have to get it. So every single time when somebody outbids you, you're just like, up it. There's no actual stake. Maybe in the real game you would be like, okay, maybe that garage isn't worth $2,000, $3,000, maybe I'll just go and try and bet on this other one, because that is too large amount of money to risk. Maybe you would just not have enough money and that's how you would get outbidden. But in the demo, it literally had no purpose, because the game is telling you, here's the money, you gotta win that garage, so you just go and like press the buttons until the game finally declares you the winner. And it's just a single button to up how much money you're putting up for this garage, for this access to this garage. The garage itself was really, really big. It was nice. The music, there was like music coming from the radio, and the sound was a bit like distorted, like it felt like it was too loud, if anything, so I was like, ow, my ears, in part of that garage. So there's that. The soundtrack in general in the game is not too bad, and after playing for a while, I think it's like a me problem and not necessarily everybody's problem. It made me very, very busy, because you're always like running around in first person and staring up close on objects, and I am very sensitive to FOV or screen shake or head bob or anything like that. So that's something to consider, like something in those settings is just a tiny bit off. So yeah, that's about it. That's my first impressions of this demo that hopefully you could see a bit about, because after the garage bit, there's like a new area, but once you go to the area, they play like the cutscene for the area and go demo over. And the full game should have 12 areas. I do enjoy the story-based aspect of it in general. I am very curious about the whole game when it releases, but it's more like a puzzle finding game. Like, you absolutely need to like locate these items, and that's the joy of it, rather than an actual like store owning bit, because the store owning bit feels very, very much secondary. So yeah, well, I suppose we're gonna see it when the game releases. Currently, this is all I can offer you, and if they will give me a review key for the full game, I will be able to give you a more informed and longer opinion, including how much the game costs upon release and how long it lasts. And thank you for watching. I hope that you're gonna join me for my other videos. If you like my content, please subscribe. I will be doing more videos like this, except about games that are already out, and me squishing a lot of game time into a tiny video. Hopefully you're gonna like it. See ya.